Hello and welcome back to Chasing Trophies. It's been a scintillating win for India, beating New Zealand 4-1 in the series. And this last game, it was an unbelievable effort from them, scoring 271 runs, led by Ishan Kishan, who was slotted into the team just a few weeks ago. We didn't know he was going to be playing this World Cup if you asked us in October, November, but he is in the team and now he might be in the starting 11 as well. A breathtaking 103 of 43 from him, backed by his captain Surya Kumar Yadav getting 63 of 30, and Hardik Pandya also finishing it off 43 of 17. Obviously, Abhishek Sharma also getting them off to a flyer 30 of 16. But it was the Ishan Kishan show, and today joining me is my co-host Faz. Faz, what a incredible knock, man! He started off slow, but then the way he accelerated, picked up like 30 runs each. I think 28, 29 runs each in like a couple of overs, and just up the ante in that situation.
Yeah, bro. Like this guy, incredible story. Like we've seen his comeback from the time he's been dropped from the BCCI to now. Just like the Jharkhand ke saath, that stint really helped his career accelerate. And then the selectors identifying, that is the main thing. The selectors identifying his efforts in the SMAT and then bringing him in the playing squad of the New Zealand series. And from there on, the way he's taken charge of his career, the opportunity that was given, he made most of it by two, three, four hands. He made it. The way he's been playing blistering cricket, the first game people were a little skeptical. अरे यार 8 रन बना के आउट हो गया था, फिर उसके बाद 60 80 जो भी, फिर आज 103 or 43. Like the way he's been playing by opening the face of his bat towards the covers, let it be on the leg side, let it be straight on the ground. He's just right now in the zone, in the momentum. And that really shows a sign of someone who's willing to learn, willing to grow, willing to excel, willing to stick what he's got to, right? Like he already saw that he was in the Indian squad and he got removed, and now he's back, and he wants to make sure that this time he's cemented, and he doesn't want to leave anything out to chance or luck. Like I think he just wants to give it all right now.
It's unbelievable how the narrative shifts. In the last series against South Africa, it was all about trying to get Shubman Gill out of the team and make
Yeah,
Samson open. And now,
yeah.
by the end of this match, it looks like Ishan Kishan, they want him to open and they want to drop Sanju. But the thing is, because it's T20 cricket, because it's Indian team, there's so much pressure, so much talent out there. One
Mm.
mistake or one bad series, and you're out of the team, and then maybe a few bad games, so that other replacement also goes out of the team. You don't know what's going to happen, and Shreyas
Mm.
Iyer didn't get a chance. Imagine he got a chance, he scored runs. That'd be a bigger problem. But the
Mm.
crazy thing for Ishan Kishan is look how जो आप किस्मत बोलते हैं, how that luck went his way, that Tilak Verma got injured. If Tilak Verma was not injured, Ishan Kishan wouldn't get a game. He would just be a squad player in this series and in the World Cup. But
Yeah.
he got the opportunity. He made the most of it. That's what you need to do. I think the way he batted in particular, he was very powerful on the offside, but his leg side game is also really improved. He has good pickup shots. His pull shot is also improved. Straight on the ground, he's looked well as well. And Kadak Marta, he's like when he hits it, it stays hit. He's a pocket dynamite. I've been seeing this for a long time. He has the power. He generates it. He's very good against the spinners as well. It was a fantastic innings from him. And also, the captain, everyone wanted him out of the team. Everyone was saying to drop him, make Hardik captain. We heard this a lot. Make Shreyas Iyer captain. Made a lot of, but Surya Kumar Yadav has now stepped up to the plate, and in this series, he's shown why he's the leader, why he's the captain, and why he's a top T20 player.
Yeah, and Musawa, the style of his play as well, accelerating 50 and 25 balls, 50 and 26 balls consistently. He's got in on a trot, and nine series on the go. He's won, man. Like, and he's won in Australia. He's won against South Africa at home. He's won against Bangladesh at home. He's won against Sri Lanka away. He's won a lot of good series, and you can criticize his batting form, but as a captain, what I love about him is he split his personality very well. Usually when you're not performing well with the bat, that adds on pressure to your captaincy and vice versa. Like so, from Surya to be able to personality shifted according to the situation. I think that you have to give him credit. His bowling changes, his belief in the team. Today also Arshdeep started 2 over 40, but he stuck with Arshdeep. Obviously, Arshdeep coming back with a fifer. The confidence that he given, he doesn't settle for less. If you look, 107 कुछ थे, I think 8 overs में New Zealand, and then 130 going into the break. You saw he started rifling his troops up. कि चलो भाई ये expect करो. I think it was you who mentioned during the live that he got angry and stuff. So I think Surya does demand 110%. Even if he's not performing, the good thing is at least the dressing room doesn't disrespect that. Like, अरे तू form में नहीं है, they still listen to his word, and that's what a mark of a good leader is probably.
Yes, and in the last game was Shivam Dubey, in this game was Hardik Pandya. It looks like India have found that finishing role as well. T20 cricket, mein, 17 balls, mein, he's struck over 40 runs. Malum bhi nahi pada ki he hit so many runs in those few deliveries that he was at the crease. But again, brute force, extremely good timing, and this good signs for India that they have two hitters now. Because that was the problem that we were having earlier. Even though Hardik and Dubey have been part of the side for a long time, but we had that issue that we don't have brutal hitters. But the way they're hitting right now, it's been very impressive, and you need much of the same in the World Cup.
बिल्कुल भाई, like that is what we found a template finally, that it is breaking down the door with Abhishek Sharma, then consistently pressing that momentum to the opposition and putting pressure on the bowlers. That's where Ishan Kishan comes in. That's where Surya comes. Now, if you need a stability, Surya can provide you that outlet. Now, again, further damaging, further breaking down the door, you got Shivam Dubey again, the spinners, and now also the fast bowler, what we saw in the last game. But Hardik Pandya, bhai, we always see the same thing. The first ball, he starts going from ball one, he starts to hit, and that pressure keeps applying on the bowler of the opposition and the captain. So the planning will have to be a little bit. How do you bowl to these guys right now? That's probably the biggest question, because everybody right now looks in an amazing form and amazing hitting ability all the way down. When you have batting till late, maybe that also gives security to the batsmen that are batting up. So
Yeah.
that is something that you will have to look at in this World Cup as well.
Yeah, and Arshdeep has been a bit expensive in the power play in this series, but he turned it around today after the power play. He did get hit in this power play as well, but he picked up 5 wickets. That will give him a lot of confidence. Jasprit Bumrah got hit today. Last game he was outstanding, so this will happen. I think because the pitches are looking flat right now, and we probably see more of the same at the start of the T20 World Cup. They might go for runs, but it's about coming back. Picking up those wickets. And Arshdeep, especially in the death overs, we know what he can do. He can nail that Yorker. He has good variation. He has a good slower ball on him as well, so he'll be very confident going to the World Cup, particularly after this performance.
100%. Well, like again, that shows his mental strength that he possesses. Right, once a bowler gets hit for 40 runs, it's not looking like it's your day. But coming back on such a wicket where there is dew and it is a lot of flatness in the wicket, you're going to go ahead and manage to get a fifer after that 40 plunge. Getting plunged by for 40 runs in 2 overs. So Bumrah had an off day. We don't see that very much often, but the experience is that always helps Team India. He's a fantastic bowler. We know what he can do in a death over situation, in a situation when you required like 15 run in an over. Bumrah is the guy you give it to, to make sure that the 15 runs don't go. So I think Arshdeep and Bumrah will be the ones. Harshit Rana, again, hit and miss range will be very important. How you play Harshit Rana in the World Cup, if you are going to at all. Speaking of the spinner, Mustafa bhai, what do you look at the spinner outlet, Varun versus Kuldeep bhai? Kuldeep Yadav, how will you look at that avenue?
I mean, personally, I would go with one and Akshar Patel initially, but I think as the tournament progresses, or if, for example, अगर आप Colombo में खेल रहे हैं, वहाँ पे ball turn और a slow wicket है, I'll play both of them. That's what I would do. So I would look at it from a the 24 World Cup perspective, where you were playing according to the conditions. I would do that. So you either drop one of Varun and Kuldeep when the wicket is flat like this, but then when it's slow turning, if it's Chennai, for example, if it's Colombo, for example, and if any other wicket is turning, I'm not sure if there's other wickets, but any wicket turning, and especially as the tournament progresses, then I'll add the extra spinner there. So initially, once it's out, you can take your pick. I like both spinners. I think they're amazing. I would personally play Kuldeep Yadav, but one of Varun hasn't done much wrong either. He got hit a bit, but I like the reason why I pick Kuldeep Yadav in my team every single time is that he's a natural wicket taker. That is what I need. Like, it doesn't matter about sixes, fours as a leg spinner, you're going to get hit, but every match he plays, he picks up wickets. In the last game, if you see,
Two
he
wickets.
picked up 2 wickets over there as well. So he's picking up wickets in every single game. He didn't play today, obviously, but even if he played today, he would have picked up. So I would go with Kuldeep Yadav over Varun Chakravarti. But again, if the conditions allow me, I'll play both.
Burning questions are by Sanju Samsung. What does India do with him? What would you do with him? First, we'll look at what India could do with him, and what do you think you should do with Sanju Samsung?
First, if you're asking India, I think they're going to drop him and play Ishan Kishan, open the batting, and they're going to play Tilak in the middle order. But I would play him. If I asking me, I would play him because it's not affecting the team's result. You're still getting 4-1. ऐसा नहीं है कि संजू सैमसन के वजह से आप matches हारे. He's not slowing down the rate. Yes, it's been a poor series for him, but just one series ago, you were saying, he should be your T20 opener. So if he should be a T20 opener, you need to show the guy some belief. I understand he's not captain. I understand he's not vice captain. I understand he's not your biggest player. I understand everything. But if you have believed in him for 1 year, I don't think this is the time to just drop him. That's just my personal opinion. If he gets dropped, I don't have a personal issue with it. Ishan Kishan is open the batting. I don't have a problem with it. But I just feel that if you backed him till this, you back him. But then you'll have to drop one of Ishan Kishan, Tilak Verma. I don't see that happening as well. So, like, if you ask me, I would go with this team. But again, it's not fair on Tilak Verma if that happens. So, like, the most I think likely thing to happen is that Ishan Kishan will probably open the batting and Tilak Verma will come one down. But then you have three left-handers. Gambhir
Yes.
doesn't like that. So does that mean Surya will bat one down? But Surya said himself that he prefers number four because in batting
Yeah.
one down he wasn't getting run. तो अब क्या वहां पे आपको थोड़ा सा गड़बड़ हो सकती.
Hmm.
Otherwise, I have no problem with Ishan Kishan opening. I think he should like Ishan Kishan Abhishek. I'll take it.
Yeah.
संजू
There's
का
a,
भाई
there,
आप मेरे को पलटा के यही बोलेंगे ना, अगर मैं बैक नहीं करा आप उसको, आप बोलेंगे भाई आप उसको सूर्या को इतने चांसेस दे रहे, आप शुभमन को इतने चांसेस,
Gelko is yeah.
आप सबको इतने चांस दे रहे, इसको आप एक सीरीज देके हटा दे रहे. तो मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि ठीक है चलो चांस दो. इट्स अ टफ वन and I have no problem either way they go. It's the selector's call, it's the captain's call.
Yeah, fair with Sanju. It's like 46 runs, I think, in the total of the series.
Yeah, less than
That
50.
is something that is not looking very good for him. But I also agree that maybe you should try to keep going with him. You probably need those games like a USA Namibia to get your heads up high. Get confidence, growing confidence. We saw that with Jaiswal in the ODIs. We saw a few days ago even Ishan Kishan. Surya started slow initially with Ishan Kishan giving him that rate of confidence. When Ishan started hitting, then Surya got at 50 and stuff like that. So maybe Sanju just needs one of those slow kind of innings to build his momentum and then probably get his confidence. But it's just that time is right now very running fast for him and people around him are performing. So that is the only thing that's going against
That
him.
is the biggest problem, right? Ishan Kishan played like that. Now how are you going to drop him from the team?
Exactly. That's the problem.
You
Yeah.
can't drop him from the team now. So, like,
Mm.
either he's going to bat one down in place of Tilak Verma or he's going to bat in place of Sanju Samson. I don't think they're going to take him out of the team. So, that's where Sanju is stuck. The only thing is, Tilak Verma, I want to see what happens on 4th February, whether he plays,
Yeah.
gets some game time over there, because I want to see what kind of rhythm he's in. He had a surgery. It's not it
Minor
wasn't a
one.
minor injury. It was
Mm.
a proper injury. So, let's see how he gets back into rhythm. And it's good to have these problems. I think even if Sanju doesn't play, we still might need him आगे जाके World Cup में, because there's no guarantee,
Mm.
everyone's going to be fit the whole time. So
Mm. Mm.
maybe you start with Ishan Kishan, Abhishek Sharma, and then we see what happens. Just last topic I want to touch on: New Zealand have lost the series 4-1, but we saw some glimpses today with the bat. The bowlers need to, I think, step it up. I think there's some inexperience there with Jacob Duffy, and these are good bowlers, Jamieson, but like they don't have that experience of Bolt, Tim Suddy. I know that Ish Sodhi and Santer are experienced, but sometimes when the wicket is flat, you need your faster bowlers to execute your skills, especially in the power play and the death overs.
100%. I think also like when your opposition batsmen are in such high form and high hitting form, right? Rather than like the way they're coming at the bowlers, spoiling their lengths. You see, particularly Ishan Kishan, Abhishek Sharma, they're jumping down the track. So when you're Kyle Jamieson, something you're coming in, running in, and thinking I'm going to bowl him like a back of a length and probably try to get that extra bounce, but they are not even giving that room to the bowler to breathe. So that is something that maybe Jamieson, Duffy, they probably will now have a bit of an understanding that how do I variate my length as the batsman, like as I'm progressing I need to look at something. Plus again, at times today story, I think a lot of half trackers, a lot of short pitch deliveries from a spinning point of view, it wasn't the greatest day for him. See, on the flip side today we saw Bumrah also get hit, but overall in the series you're right that New Zealand bowlers need to probably step up a bit. The fielding has let them down at times as well. They dropped catches today. We saw one of the best fielders in the world, probably the best fielder in the world, Glenn Phillips, also dropped. So it was not the best series for New Zealand, but a lot of data probably coming out of this in terms of the fielding, in terms of the lengths that the bowlers have to do, in terms of the opposition batsmen and how to read them. And I think, yeah, there is a bit of inexperience, but maybe this team, man, we can never underrate. Like we always underrate them, but they always overperform.
Yeah, and now they've got used to the conditions. They're acclimatized. They've played 5 matches going into World Cup. For them, this is ideal preparation. You can't get better than this. आपका World Cup India में है और आप सारे game यहाँ खेल रहे. So I think they're one of the lucky ones. They are the lucky ones. I think South Africa got some rhythm as well before when they came, but they are the lucky ones who've got in some match practice.
बिल्कुल. एंड अभी फिनलैंड के स्टार्ट्स अगर उनको रेगुलरली ऐसा मिलते कि फिनलैंड एंड whoever is going to open Tim Seifert or whoever is going to open with them in the World Cup 100 runs, 80 runs, 60 runs, power play 79 runs if they're going to. I know the wickets might not be exactly like this one today that we saw in Kerala, but that will give them a very good confidence booster to set big totals. And then that's where your bowlers get a little bit thing. So maybe, yeah, that's something that we'll probably look at. Again, another New Zealand semi-final incoming. Maybe not. Let's see.
Yeah, that pretty much wraps it up. That was the last series before the T20 World Cup. We have the warm up game on 4th February against South Africa, and then India will play the first game versus the USA at the Wankhede 7th February. So stay tuned. We'll get you all the updates from the T20 World Cup. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe button, and stay tuned to Chasing Trophies. Thank you, everybody.